Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 1 and the introduction to House 8 of the Drifter Challenge. And if you are returning from House 7, welcome back. And of course, we are using our heir from House 7 in this challenge. I am going to go over the goals and the rules for this. I will also link to my blog post, which will go into them too. And let's first meet our Drifter, who is a spellcaster. And because she's a couple of generations into being a spellcaster, she has a strong bloodline trait. She is creative, she is good, and she is a bookworm. And of course, it's the middle of the night. Her needs should be decent because I had her birthday at the park in Oasis Springs, and we had rallied the troops there because one of the rules is we're not allowed to have club gatherings on our home lot, but we can have them elsewhere. So we had done that with the prior house and its club. She'll need to create her own club, but we won't, again, be able to use it here. So we are starting on Parkshore lot, which is in Willow Creek, which you might be able to tell from the way things look around here. So her goals as a minimum is to create a 5-bedroom, 2-bathroom home worth at least 50,000 simoleons. And that is, of course, after starting with nothing. As you can see, she has no simoleons. Another thing per the current set of rules is that we're supposed to take everything in our inventory except for her glimmerstone, which is worth nothing anyways, and sell it and then set the money down to 0. But at one point, we were allowed to keep them and pay for those things first before you could do anything else, which is what I'm going to do. And in her, let's just do the multi-select and see what they're worth. It's worth 222 simoleons. The forbidden fruit is because it's being passed down from the first drifter. It became perfect. At that point, it was actually worth nothing. Now it's worth 200, but it only gives us 1 fruit a day, and it takes a while for it to grow. And in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't actually contribute that much to their wealth. And then I just like them to have their journal that they had growing up. Not that I think she used it very much, but, sometimes they do. And in our next generation, we get to actually control the heir, so she will use it. But let's step away from that, and let's me make a note of the amount of money I will have to remove once she gets some money. So we had to create that house. She has to reach level 10 of the author branch of the writer career, and then because she was an A student, she will actually start at level 3 when she was a high school student. So at each first promotion, so when she gets promoted to level 4 and 5 and 6, we need to adopt a child. And then once we've adopted that third child, we can have our own heir. So in this house, we can actually control our drifter and the 3 adopted kids and our heir. And along with that, they all have to, or they each, the children, they each have to complete 1 childhood aspiration. And that's, I think, pretty much it. But, of course, I'm going to make sure they all complete all childhood aspirations. If you want to make it more challenge, per the thing, you would want them to each do their individual childhood aspirations, because there's 4 childhood aspirations, and so that you're each supposed to complete 1 different one if you want to make it a bit more challenging, except for I'm going to have them complete all 4. And if you want to, they can either do a part-time job or do an after school. Well, they're all going to go into scouts and get that maxed, and then I'm also going to try and get them to do a part-time career once they finish that. But that's just my own optional thing that I'm doing. That's not part of the actual challenge. Now, some additional options for gameplay that aren't required per the Drifter rules is that we have to achieve level 10 in 1 or more of the following skills. Cooking, which is one I usually like to do. Parenting, again, I usually like to do that. And then knitting. I'm not so sure about the knitting. There was a point where there were some issues where the Sims would have problems with sleeping or their energy. I may look into doing that once she's got enough points to get the never weary trait, and then I might have her do that. Maybe. I'm not sure. So with respect to the heir, of course, who can't be born until after we adopt the 3 because we play until the heir becomes a young adult. It's the firstborn baby made between the drifter, our drifter, and any other sim who's part of the active household. So we'll have to move that sim in. And I if anyone wants to provide some more Sims, preferably spellcasters, if you don't have Realm of Magic or don't have spellcasters, then I will do what I did with the previous house, where I have a Sim who can make them spellcasters. And I'll just do that in a different save and then transfer them in once that has been done, because I'd like to continue with this whole spellcaster theme. And I will add them to the world soon, but not immediately, because I am just sort of getting set up and she can't really, have an heir yet. Anyways, and plus, we need a house. And we're going to need money to adopt, because each adoption costs 1,000 simoleons. So really, those are the main goals. The house, reaching the level 10 of the author branch of the writer career, and those adopting the kids and them doing their goals, which of course we can control, which, yay, that'll be fun. Of course, a lot of drifter houses you can't control anyone but the drifter, which was true with the last house, but the 2 houses before that wasn't the same. And actually the next house you can control the drifter and the secondary sim, because they both have to get to a top of a career, but you won't be able to control the kids at that point. So we're going to get her started with this. And to start, we're actually going to have her start the career. So let us go onto the work tab and find a job. And we're going to have her actually start the career that she needs to max. And there it is, writer. So it's a freelance article writer. And there we go. So we got no money. You used to get the money. You used to get the bonuses until Discover University was added. But I think if we go into build mode, she should have got her actual these. So we're going to sell the picture and the word processor. Another thing with respect, I didn't really go over the rules other than the fact that you can only control the one. There's some exceptions. I'm not going to go over those in detail, but you'll see them in the attached linked blog post for, because most of the details will be on Vahisha's with respect to that, is that we cannot travel from this neighborhood unless we have 1,000 simoleons, which we have, but we don't really have yet because we need to take that 222 off, but we still will have it once we take that off. So that might be a good thing to do, but we also have to keep that amount. So if you go somewhere else and then spend money, well, then that won't work very well. You have to keep it above that amount. So I'm going to just figure out how much the after is. Okay. I think it's 1188. So we're going to go Control Shift C, and then we're going to type money because I had testing cheats on. We're going to put the amount that it should be after the 222 comes off, which we should see if I did that right. 222 coming off. So there we go. We have the right amount of money. And she does need that computer, but we will have to worry about getting a computer when she actually has more. Since she's actually here, why don't we plant our forbidden fruit since we have it? Though I guess in some ways there's not really a big rush to plant our forbidden fruit because I think I will take her over to the park and do a couple of paintings, or we could just stay here. There's probably really no point going to the park. Yeah, good. I might have accidentally told her to eat it. That would not be good. I don't know where I want to actually have her plant it. Let's see. It's a pretty big lot. It's one nice thing. And we have a playground next door, so that's kind of good for the kids when they're older. And so we'll just have her plant that. And what I'm going to do is we're going to have the bunny go below. We're just going to get her started. She is pretty good with painting because I had her mom, I had her encourage her to paint and do some mural painting with her, and then also mentor her when she was painting a little later on. So her painting skill is pretty decent. I didn't control her. It was just more indirect influence. And the other thing that I think we probably want to get right away is the street gallery. I know it's not going to leave us a lot of money for actually painting, but we don't really need that much money. There we go. There's the street gallery. So we'll let her do her painting. So we'll let her do her planting. And once she has done that, we will get her to start doing her painting. And I think she's actually at the part where she needs to, and she looks like she's all set to go painting all by herself. I think she likes painting, if I remember correctly. Okay. Now you can, well, I was going to say you can water that, but maybe you don't need to water it. It's not really that urgent. We can always water it later. We're going to probably have a bigger garden. I don't have any lot traits right now, so I should probably add those. And I don't have any lot challenges, which I'm going to do the simple living lot challenge and reduce and recycle. Probably those are the only ones that I think I'll do. I will go do that. And she does actually need to sell to the collector or the art gallery, so we have to do that. What were you gonna? You were just gonna view it. You weren't actually even gonna paint. Well, why don't we start you with a confident painting, since we need you to paint. And she's gonna go through, and we're gonna go fast and make a little bit of money, because like I said, she needs some money for her house. And when does she actually start work? That's important. 3 days. Oh, she did a lot of time. 3 days. Well, I don't think it's really 3 days. She doesn't work today because it was too late. And she actually is level 2 of writing skill. I thought she had some writing from her mom encouraging her to write. And so she works actually on Thursday. So this is really 2 days away, not really 3 days. So let's go fast again. Okay. And she's still confident. That's not worth very much. Let's go in. Let's do this. She has had some pretty valuable paintings at home, but I find sometimes the emotional ones are hit and miss in terms of their value. So we are going to add some lot traits. We are going to add home studio, which makes this a great place to be creative. Painting, writing, and woodworking usually come out better quality, which then tends to mean they're worth more. So we're going to do that for her. And then we're going to add homey, and you can actually change the lot traits whenever you want, so that's an advantage. As opposed to like you pick them up front and then you can never change them again, so that's kind of a nice thing. And she needs to actually, this will help her learn her writing skill quicker, but she also will need to write while she's inspired, so I think I will add that later. And for now I will just they gain skills faster from reading. No, I'm going to actually use the study spot. A great place to enhance one's mind in pursuit of higher education. It also helps with homework, but they get a slight bonus to all skill building. That's why I'm doing that. And then let's put the lot challenge on right away. Reduce and recycle, and then simple living is the other one that I am going to do. So there we go. So you may as well just sell that to the collector because you need to, and it's not worth that much anyways, so it's not as big a deal for marking up. Before we make another painting, she's got some points, so let's actually buy her some rewards, because I haven't bought that many yet for her. And the one I want to get her is this marketable sim sell items they've crafted for more simoleons. So we're gonna do that. Which means that the value should be worth more up front. Frugal probably doesn't matter that much right now. Incredibly friendly might be useful because it'd be good for her to make friends. We're just going to get that, and she has a few points left. We'll leave them. So we're going to do another confident painting. Oh. Is she going to stay confident? Hopefully that says, that might have been, she had a masterpiece when she went and painted on her own. And she had a masterpiece that her mom sold, so we didn't actually obviously make that money. So let's get through this one. And she's level 8 of her painting skill, and she's done, and she's watering that, so we're going to sell. That was worth more, which is good. We'll worry about the club gathering after. And now she's still confident, so let's do her last one so she can get some extra points here, because she needs to sell. She needs to do this painting and sell it. And then we can do some paintings that we can sell on the yard sale, on the street gallery there, and make more money. But we're back to 1,000, so we could actually travel if we need to. Yeah. And there we go. So we're going to, that's worth even. That's good. So we're going to sell that to collector, and we will be done with that. So she's got that done, and she's back to 2,000 points. Yay. So the museum, there are no museums in either Willow Creek or Oasis Springs, but there are some. There's one in Brindleton Bay for sure. I don't remember if there's anywhere else that there is one, but there's at least one that we have access to, so we can get that part of it done. But we're just going to do some more painting so that we'll do a landscape painting and see how she does with that. And of course, we're going to go fast. We're going to see if we can get enough money to get a little house done today. Well, not in this part, but today, i.e. as in Tuesday. so that, but first we need to do some more paintings, and she has a masterpiece. And it's worth 3,679. Good going. We'll do a classic. And now she's feeling fine. Plus 10. So we could get her to have an emotion. But for now, we'll just leave it at that. I think that's from the doing all the painting. And now she's confident again. It's still there. Controlled from being emotionally mindful. So let's just keep going. She's going to have to go to the bathroom. So we could go to the park. And go there because we have enough money so that we could go to the park. And maybe we could just sell these at the park. We could bring our table, our street gallery, and our paintings. Did she do another masterpiece? She did. It wasn't worth as much. Let's see. Maybe you have enough that you can go. Let's do a realism because you're high enough that should turn out pretty well. We'll try and get one more painting, and then we will take her to the park, and maybe that'll be enough for a yard sale. And she's thinking about her mom. And the thing with the club is we don't really have anyone for her to join her club right now. So we could do a club, but there's not really much point. I do have some Sims in the world from... that have been placed from previously, but not all of them. Oh, did she just do another masterpiece? Okay. That's a lot. You're going to browse the web. Well, I think what we'll do is, I know I placed these here, but can we just stick this here? And, okay, I'm going to place this. I'm going to place it in the world. That seemed to be a bit glitchy. I hope we don't lose our pictures. And view inventory. So they are still there, but I'd rather not travel with them in there. So now I'm going to place it here, and we'll just bring her easel with her, even though I know I have some at the park. But I'm going to take her over to the park so she can go to the bathroom. Though actually, we do have a bathroom here because we have this outhouse, but we're not going to use that. We're going to take her to the park. Someone is angry, and we have that going. So let's take her over to the park where she could go use the bathroom and do a sale over there. So I'll be back when she gets to the park. We're at the park. I've had her go to the bathroom already, and she wants to start a club gathering. So we're going to just start a club gathering with her family just so she can get that whim. And it'll bring them there. I already saw Liam was here. So we're going to stock the table. I've got it all set up and the paintings are there again. And then we're going to tend the table. Then we're going to mark up the prices, 300%. And then we're going to start a yard sale. And let her hopefully sell these paintings quickly. And then maybe if she gets that done quickly and makes enough money, we may go to Finchwick to buy a few groceries and meet a few people over there. We could always order the groceries, so it's not like we have to as soon as we have a house and a fridge and all that stuff. Hopefully she sells these paintings. Not going very quickly. We could always go tomorrow to Finchwick and just order some groceries tonight, just so she can make something. And she might make something while she's here. Just because no one seems to be buying anything. We may just need to go home. How long is this good for? Well, not very long. Someone made that at her party. But of course, the timer for the spoiling is when you're on the lot, not when you're not here. So that's why it would still be good. But she does not seem to be doing very well with this at all. No one is even like stopping to look at it. And this is just kind of wasting our time. You gonna come look at it? No, you just disappeared in the middle, like there. Why? Anyways, how long is this food good for? Okay, why don't you just grab a serving and stop doing this? No one's buying anyways. So why don't you go buy? Go eat. Unless someone's going to come and buy. Simon, are you going to buy something? No, now you left. And the club gathering shouldn't have an impact on it. I think we need to clear the table. And I don't know who this is she's talking to. Okay. She did become a little, she got 1 star, which I don't know that she'll keep. Okay, and did that? No, and it did. See, I was wondering about that. It went right into her inventory, but I don't know if that's because we're on this lot. Let's see if we can stock the table again and see if we do any better this time. I just figured I'd have her eat because there was food here, and then we don't have to eat for a while. I think you've had enough. Okay, let's tend the table and try another yard sale. And we'll see if anyone buys something, you know, soon, then we will do it. Otherwise, we're just going to pack it up and take it home and maybe have a yard sale at home. Everybody's just walking by on her. Nobody's buying anything. I can't say I've had a yard sale on a public lot for a long time. Usually I just have them on my home lot. So I don't know if that's part of the problem. Okay, so no one... Are you gonna clean that up, Hermione? Are you gonna buy something from us, Hermione? You know, Mom has lots of money. You could buy one of our paintings. Oh, you're being good and cleaning up. All right. Okay, we're gonna just clear the table. We're gonna end this sale and we're gonna take her home because we had no luck here. I don't know what she's going fishing. Okay, stop. Clear the table. I'm going to get her to clear the table unless someone's going to buy something while someone's coming. I don't know. But then it looked like Simon was coming. Okay. And no, you're going to take this. We're going to put it in here. And I'm going to take her home. And we're going to see if we can have any more luck doing this sale at home. So I'll be back. Well, we're home again. And because I'd had a club gathering going, everybody came back with her. There was no club gathering going because it doesn't tend to start automatically on a home lot. But especially when the home lot is not the club gathering spot. So we're going to try this again now that we're home. And prices are still marked up. I don't usually find the markup makes a difference. I have used the street gallery. I tend to use and her mom didn't leave when I sent everyone home. Okay, well, people are coming at least here. Liam is now leaving. But will they buy something? Oh, good. We sold. Yay, we have money for a little house now. We didn't get enough time we couldn't get to the market before. Oh, someone else bought one. Yay. Now no. You're going to tend your table and sell your things. You can do that painting after. And we probably should take her to Magic HQ to learn some magic. And there we sold our last painting. Yay. Much quicker here. Not sure what was going on, why we couldn't sell them. We can resume that painting. That's not worth... Impressionism paintings don't tend to be worth very much. But at least there's a chance it hopefully will be excellent. So it'll at least count for the... for this. Not this. This. As an excellent painting. Did you finish it? Yeah, I was right. It's not worth very much. And she is tired. So I think we need to get her some type of small house. And so that she's all ready. But I think we will do that in the next part. Because we're going to leave this part here. Leave a like if you like the video. It really helps with the algorithms. Thanks very much for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye!